Good evening, Randomania and Final Fantasy fans around the world. Tonight we have another pod race in our Final Fantasy Spring Tournament Randomizer. Final Fantasy Randomizer Spring Tournament 2021 Chaos Comedy Tour. Tonight we have a race out of the Red Ankylopod. We have groggydog versus Dwight. I am the Hangry Canuck, and I am joined in the booth tonight by Hate13. How's you going tonight, buddy?
It's going pretty well for me, unlike so much of the rest of the country and rest of the world, it seems. The weather in my area is quite beautiful and calm and serene, and I expect a lot of pain and screaming and violence out of this match.
Yeah, it seems to me there's going to be a lot of things exploding quickly. But yeah, so we got a little party divergence here. They both took a thief red and black, but there's a difference. There's one big difference I see. The fighter and the black belt. Now, who do you think that gives the advantage to?
Honestly, it gives the advantage to whoever finds the better grind tile the fastest.
Good answer. Dynamite dropping. So yeah, we should get going shortly here. We'll give you a little info on our runners later on in the race when there's a little bit of time, but for now we just want to say follow the runners because you're about to see a good show, and yeah, just waiting for them to go. You got anything to add, Hate? Or
well, currently the standings are Dwight is 1-0, groggydog is 1-1. Yes, 1-1, having suffered a loss to pizza and, well, having beaten me.
Alright, we got exit level 1 White. That's good. That's going to speed things up a little bit. And we have Fire 3. So we got a good sweeper. And we have an exit spell at level 1. So this... Ooh, but it's locked to White Mage. So we don't have exit. And not much going on in the armor shop. Steel plus 4 won't be bad for the fighter. If you need armor on the hum.
Yeah, and for 11,800, that's actually a pretty good deal for that steel.
Looks like Groggy's heading right away for Topher. Meanwhile, Dwight's going to do some shopping. We got some cheap tents, so that's really going to help Dwight on his way to Topher. Groggy hitting some imps here. Let's see if they have anything dangerous right now. No, Black Mage gets away. Groggy's going to check these chests here in Topher, or TOF right now, I guess.
Well, provided provided he survives that undead swarm there.
We got a cabin, won't be bad. He can use that to save if he gets anything good in these top 2 chests. A little bit of money, not really a whole lot you want to see.
Yeah, those chests were a bit of a wash. It's times like that where I personally would have wished that I had a save item and saved outside.
Yeah, I think you're just going to see a trip to Matoya before they head to the pirates, because you're going to need some more money when you get to level 2.
Yeah, gotta get that scratched by those spells.
Alright, the king was practicing his breathing underwater, and looks like Sarah was... I don't want to say.
Sarah had a rod. We'll just leave it at that.
Alright, so Groggy's got a bit of money here. He's probably going to check... He's going to revive his one dead light warrior. He's probably going to check the item shop. He's going to see cheap tents, probably pick up some. They're good for traveling on the main screen. Yeah, Dwight's going back for more tents as well, so I think I could see a Matoya stop here just to see if there's any extra cash.
Yeah, it's pretty much what I would be doing in this instance, which actually frightens me because normally I play the role of Donnie Don't, and the don't do what Donnie Don't does.
Well, I mean, you can pitch a tent right here, right? And then you can go check Matoya, and if Matoya has nothing, you can just reset and come down from there, right? So...
Yeah, it looks like Groggy pitched his tent a little bit further to the north. Still hoping to find something useful and getting a whole lot of nothing.
Well, I might have kept that silver helmet. It would be a little bit of cash you could use for money, but I guess neither runner agrees with me at this point. So, but I mean, you got the pirates. They give close to 1,000 gold, so you should have enough money for level 2 spells by the time you're done with the pirates.
Yeah, and with the Fire 3 at level 1, you've at least got the Sweeper to take care of the pirates pretty quickly.
Yeah, plus Groggy Dog's taking fights along the way. I like this. So he's gaining extra cash. Ooh, Warp at level 2. And Quad X.
Yeah.
Very good spells.
And Lock 2, you know, poor man's fast.
And Life and Harm 4. Harm 4 would be okay for Swamp.
If they have to go to Marsh, which, you know, I personally would rather go to Marsh than to Ice, because I hate the Ice Cave.
I can't say I blame you there. I think I hate Marsh more than Ice, though. But with Fire 3, neither dungeon is really going to be that difficult.
Yeah,
Especially
Undead
with
burn
Warp.
and cold things melt.
Yeah, and Warp, too. So, and we got the canal. Vicky was digging his way out, trying to find a way out of here.
I've got to get out of this place. Oh, and there's the herb in Provoca for 12.5k.
So now, you got the herb, 12.5k. You got some Quad X and some Fire 3. I think I'd pop grind this to get money for that herb before heading down the Crescent Lake. Plus, you'd get some levels to boot.
I do not disagree with that. Depending upon, you know, how bad things rolled up there, or how good things rolled up there.
Yeah, if you can hit the zombie bowls with Fire 3, you're rocking it then. Looks like that might be what Dwight has in mind. Yep. And Groggy is right behind them. So now we're going to see here. We're going to do a pop grinds going this early in the game because they both want that herb. So this is going to be interesting to see what kind of encounters they get here.
Yeah, not just the herb, but also there was gold plus 3s for 30k in the armor shop.
Yeah, you won't be saving up for that. Dwight had the perfect fight, but it first struck him. Ooh, I don't like Fire 3 against Giants. Yeah, I don't blame you there. Yeah. Frostwolves would be good, a little good. There's the fight you want right there. Yep. Zombies and Troll, but who cares about the Thief? Get rid of him.
Yeah, I know Groggy is a fan of having the Thieves up front so that he doesn't get ambushed as much, and so he can potentially run away a little bit more.
Those zombies have rolled high, too, and they look like they're resistant to fire a little bit, so...
Yeah, this is, I think noping out of this grind might be a better idea than trying to take it and just getting torn apart by him.
Oh, and the zombies have mute touch at that. But Dwight does get through one fight, so he will gain a few levels. He didn't buy any houses, though. Looks like Groggy's heading for Crescent Lake. Can't say I blame him here.
Yeah, and Dwight going for another fight or so up on there. I guess he's addicted / hopeful.
Well, I think he's all in now. But that mute touch really just stifles him there. And that's a boatload of fish on this screen. Now, if I was Dwight, I'd be trying to quad X these giants.
Yeah, I think that would probably be a better idea, but when you got 4 of them on the screen, you don't have that many quad X casts.
Well, I think he does on the red mage and the black mage. And if they roll less than 300, quad X would take them down fairly easily. Because these zombies seem to like to strike first, and they have mute touch, so this isn't good.
Yeah, and Groggy, having made his way down to Crescent Lake, found some cheap chain armor for his light warriors, or at least a couple of them.
Yeah, they're eating through his fires, too. Well, he got a few, though.
And Nuke rolling relatively high at level 6. That's not something you like to see.
Dwight's about 5k away from that herb, so it looks like Groggy Dog is going to get a crystal here from the Circle of Sages.
Yo, dog, we heard you like fetch quests.
Fetch, doggy, fetch! Alright, looks like Dwight's going to bring back his black belt, probably grab an inn, maybe grab a house or two and head back, I think.
Not an unwise idea, especially if you're still really wanting to get that herb first.
Yeah, Dwight's pretty set on getting that herb, and I like the play. But if with this grind here, it's not as profitable as I thought it would be.
I think I like Groggy's play going down to Crescent Lake and grinding around there a little bit more because you have the safety of Crescent Lake being right there. I mean, yes, you'll have to backtrack to pick up the herb, but it's a little less dangerous.
Well, nobody ever won a race by being safe, I guess. Now, see, I'd be trying to quad X those trolls as well. Oh, and they're definitely quad Xable. Those trolls are quad Xable. So I wonder if Dwight will notice that.
Yeah, I'm wondering if he does as well, because otherwise, oof, jeez, beasties. Otherwise, he's going to have some hard fights ahead still. And it doesn't look like he actually picked up Quad X on the Red Mage. It looks like he's only got it on his Black Mage, who just fell over again.
Yeah, these zombies are a tough grind. Looks like Groggy is grinding, like you said, around Crescent Lake. So, not a bad idea, but I don't know if he's gonna... how much faster he's gonna be. Meanwhile, Dwight's down too. I mean, this is good, though. He's gonna get levels on his black belt, which is what he's looking for, mostly.
Provided the black belt survives.
Now, I think it might be, you know... well, Groggy knows Nuke is level 6 now, but... it might almost be in your interest just to hit up Elfland. See what's there for a spell.
Yeah. Hope and pray to find something, well, a little more damaging, though. It looks like Groggy's heading back north. Is he heading...
Volcano, I bet.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
He's gonna check the armory for cashish.
Yep. Roll
like
those
this
easy
plan.
chests.
I do not disagree with it.
Yeah, it's a lot safer than pop grinding right now, it seems.
Not if the Hydra's got anything to say about it.
Well, yeah, comparatively.
Yeah, he does have the crystal, but I think he'd rather get the herb before he turns that crystal in. Did Dwight get enough money? I didn't really see. Yeah, he does.
Just
Alright.
barely. Alright.
So now we're gonna see if this herb pays off for him when he gets down to Elfland.
Let's see, Armory has thus far had a great axe and some cash and some more cash and a seafood party platter.
Run, run, run. No, don't walk back onto the tile.
No, Groggy, that's a tile that gets you killed.
Groggy made a mistake.
Methinks he mismenued there, and after having mismoved, I guess would be the word.
Looks like Dwight's down to a two-man strat here. And he is going... where?
I don't know, but those Gerwolves have cremate too.
Why is he heading, unless he's taking the long way around? But he doesn't have the crystal. Groggy's the one with the crystal. I'm confused at this play by Dwight, to be honest. Unless he's just going back to Canaria to get supplies.
I think that's probably where he's going, because the item shop at Provoca was a bit sparse looking.
Jumped by a bunch of imps, grimps with glare. Ooh, Aegis shield. That'll be good for Groggy later on.
Yeah. Some cash. I think the Aegis shield was the big find there. Everything else was kind of meh at best.
Yeah, he's got enough cash for that herb now, though, and he's at the volcano, so it's only a short jaunt up to Provoca to pick it up if he chooses to. Looks like Dwight's gonna give us a check at these. Ooh, a black shirt pickup.
Not bad at all. And
I didn't roll any plus or minuses, but that's still a good Ice 2 spell in your back pocket.
Yep. And Groggy, yeah, it is just a short jaunt back up to Provoca through Caribe and Hydra-infested waters, though.
Yeah, I wonder if Dwight's gonna head for Marsh here. Or is he gonna go bring that Black Mage back up? Because I don't know if he's got a warp on that Red Mage or not.
Don't recall seeing him pick that up, but, well, I could be entirely wrong on that.
Yeah, I've been wrong before. It happens.
And it looks like he's skipping Marsh and just going right to Elfland the long way around.
Yeah, he's going to check that herb, and he's going to see what's on level 3 and level 4 spells here. So, then he's probably going to take the long route to Crescent Lake and maybe do ice. He might leave Marsh for a little while yet. But I mean, they're still short a boat, so there's got to be a boat somewhere in here.
Oh, and I missed the Pro Rings. We're also heading in Provoca, though they rolled -3. But they're only 4K.
So he's rewarded with a cube.
Yeah. The Prince goes, hey, here's my old Rubik's Cube. I don't need this anymore.
Well, he just woke up. You think he might want to play with it for a bit.
I know, right? Try and, get the brain woken up or wake up and get moving again.
Fast and Temper and Lightning 3, all on the same level.
At least it's level 3, so you'll have a chance to get higher, or to get more charges. Could be worse. It could be level 6, 7.
Yeah, you're going to want at least, probably 3 to 4 charges of fast, because, I mean, the black belt's going to explode Lich without a fast. Might even explode Carry, depending on how high he goes.
And Matoya apparently had a pet pixie in a bottle.
Oh, so Matoya's been drinking.
I know they call absinthe the green fairy, but I don't think that means that they keep actual fairies stored in it. Then again, that's in reality. Could be different in this world.
Yeah, if we start questioning video game logic, it all goes away quickly. Alright, so Dwight's heading for Marsh. Now, if this happens to be a floater, then you can skip ice altogether, because you know that's where your ship's probably going to be.
Yep, I think I like the play of hitting Marsh up first because #NeverIce.
Ooh, he's got 5 heal pots, 1 tent, and 2 cabins. Eee, no houses. I don't like this.
It's a mite bit risky, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, she's a lot risky. I mean, I like the 2-man strats because he's going to get lots of levels on that black belt quickly, but... See if Groggy detours from Marsh while he's here. He's in much better shape to give it a try.
Yeah.
Or he might decide he wants to turn that herb into.
And Dwight actually not getting nuked by, or well, not nuked, but blazed by that Gerwolf. And whilst I personally prefer doing Marsh top first, given how it's rolled so far, I can see the benefit of doing Marsh bottom first.
Oh, he does get warp on that red mage.
Okay, good for him on that one then.
Yeah, but now he doesn't get a house. Now he's only got 2 charges of warp. So he's gonna have to walk 1 floor.
I'd say better to walk the 2nd floor than any of the others. I mean, that one seems to be the shortest, or maybe that's just my own odd perceptions.
Now Groggy's gonna have 2 fast and 2 tempered casters, so he's gonna be in a little bit better shape. Was level 3 white holding. Ooh, there's life 2. That wasn't red mage locked either, so.
Yeah, that's just something Dwight didn't notice, I guess.
I don't know if he checked level 3 white, to be quite honest.
Yeah, I don't think he checked it either. Getting back up from Melee Wizard, but yeah, Dwight just faded through that one, just did not check it.
Oh, first box holds the adamant. No, oh, that's perfect. Now he's right short, he's got 2 warp charges to get out. That is lucky.
Very much so.
We'll check that adamant right away and hope it's your ship, or else you're going to ice.
Level 4, not looking so grand for both black, or for either black or white. Much to our chagrin.
Well, the white's got some good sweepers. He's got fast and temper for his black belt. His black belt's going to have the M-Def at the end. So, I mean, I don't know if the white's really, really worried about picking up other spells, since he's 2-man in this.
And it looked like the smith just took that adamant and forged a fancy new crown for Astos, because who knows what happened to the other one.
Yeah, he fell off the wall. Ooh, Hydra's with Lightning 3. And Dwight's got no healing here, so he's going to be in a bit of trouble.
I'm relatively certain those Hydras are just giant nope fish at this point.
Dwight's got no save items, so if Astos has anything bad here... A chime? So Astos has a chime. So Sky is fully open.
Yeah. Well, once they get their ship, which at this point they have to dive ice.
Yep, ice is required, and ice is going to have the boat or the floater. Well, ice has to have the boat, because the boat has to be in the inner sea along with the canal, so we know ice is the boat.
Wondering if we'll see floater in Sky.
You know, I think floater ends up in Sky about 95% of the time.
If you get both the boat and the, or if you get if you don't get it in the inner sea, yeah, it's ending up in Sky most of the time, is what I found as well.
I've seen it in sea a few times too. It looks like Groggy's not going to make his marsh dive, so he's going to be happy when he sees that adamant really close. Looks like Dwight skipping level 3 White here, so I don't know what his intentions are. There's Invis 2, so that's in, but that is locked. I think that's promotion locked, maybe. So Dwight might not see that, because he's probably not going to want to promote with his black belt. At least not till he gets his grind done.
Yeah, Black 4. Just, I think the best thing that was in Black 4 was Fire 2, and that is a very sad thing to see.
Yeah, you got Fire 3, so you don't really need Fire 2, but I mean, it would be something on that spell list at least. It's still that Opal Shield, though.
And it seems like Dwight forgot that he had picked up that chain armor +2 for his red mage earlier.
Yeah, that copper bracelet's not going to be better than the black belt absorb at this point.
Yeah. And Groggy showing that he's a soft heart and keeps the Corray Dwarf alive. Bah.
You can't guillotine him, can you?
Oh yes you can. And each time you do, he says something different. Well, each siege you roll, I should say, he says something different.
I thought you just said hooray the whole time.
Nope. You guillotine him, he has a bunch of different lines that the wonderful devs have put in. And I personally like killing him because I like to see what they've done.
Ooh, Cobra's with Fire 3. Not nice.
Got it. So if it's snake related, it's bad so far.
So Groggy decided... not Groggy. Dwight decided to not take the river system to Crescent Lake. And I can't say I blame him, because the river's been nothing but trouble at this point in time. Although Trolls with Mute Touch, that's kind of sad as well.
Yeah. Oh, man. And there goes Groggy getting cremated by dogs again.
But he's got life too, so he's laughing.
Yep, as long as the black or red mage at least lives.
Looks like the black belt's on one knee here. So his red mage is 13, and his black belt is probably about the same, so... I don't know if Dwight's checked here yet. Probably not, because I think this is his first trip here.
Yeah, this is his first trip to Crescent Lake, so he's gonna get his crystal from the sages and go, oh, this is a thing.
Yeah, but he's probably gonna go to ice first, I would think, since he's in this general area.
Yeah, proximity routing says do ice, even if you really despise it, because...
Well, you got warp, you got fire 3. I mean, it's not like it's gonna have nuke. Well, maybe not. It's not like ice is a danger with warp. I shouldn't say that because Lord knows what the enemies are gonna have, but...
It's always an annoyance, no matter what you've got, though. Just so many large groups of things in there that you'll run into that... Even if you can run from them, or if they start running from you, it's just so many of them.
Yeah, also Dwight might go to ice because there's 5 trap tiles too.
Alright, that's a fair point.
If he hooks an eye or he hooks a good one and he can get his black belt grind out of the way early, well, he's going to be in good shape.
Ooh, and those wizards are hitting hard. Took out Groggy's thief in a single hit, making the red mage have to go, fine, I'll cast a spell.
Oh boy, birds with cremate.
Who's been teaching all the animals to cremate things? That's not a safe thing.
Well, they like to cook their food too.
Apparently to a crisp.
You know, they don't want to eat your corpse raw. There's got to be a little bit of heat to her. Looks like the Hydra just want to make you ride the lightning a little bit.
Hydra says thou shalt not pass.
I see sorcerers, I always cringe because it's like they got like 4 hits and you know if they got something deadly.
It looks like they're only hitting with mute thus far, though, so that's, better than it could be.
Raised a good experience, going down to a Fire 3, so... Looks like Groggy's level 9 across the board, so Dwight's got a bit of a level lead, but that's due to the fact that Dwight's only got 2 people.
Yeah. He also... But Groggy has the versatility. Still.
Groggy's showing us the old trick. Oh, boy!
Oh, boy.
Dwight's gonna like this tile.
Yep. Provided he doesn't get eaten by anything else on his way down.
And he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 key items. 8 key items he has now. 9 with the canal, so he's gonna get like 45% increased experience. Oh, and a slime tile too.
Ooh, this place is potentially paying out.
Now I think the slime will be good for Groggy. The slime grind.
As long as the Fire 3s hold out.
See if he decides to take... Yeah, you gotta run your Fire 3s. If I was Groggy, I'd almost run all my Fire 3s out, exit, and then come back in.
I don't know if I'd actually want to find the key item in here first, or if I'd want to, run them all out first.
Not sure if I'd want to risk losing the grind.
Alright, that's a fair point.
That red mage got an awful boatload of hit points for such a low level, though.
Well, the red mages did get a plus 15 vitality, and the just covering the class blurs as I'm thinking about it now. Fighter got plus 20% to hit, so he'll be hitting a bit more and get more hits a little bit earlier. Thief got fighter strength, so he'll actually hit better than a wet noodle. Black belt got thief luck, so he can actually run from things. Red mage got plus 15 vitality. Black mage got plus 2 MDef per level, and white mage doesn't matter because it's not appearing in this film.
I think it was 20 strength, though.
Yeah, it's just, Sir not appearing in this film. Oh, and
Ouch.
the wizard dropping that black belt. I didn't see if Dwight saved before he came in here. I really hope he did.
Oh, he's got life on the red mage. But it's funny, he's got warp, but he wants to check the trap tiles, I guess. So, but he's going to be happy when he goes below.
Yeah.
I think you're going to see, Dwight's going to sit there and grind his black belt up.
I'm wondering if he'll be finished grinding by 25 after the hour.
His eyes just lit up bigger than the sun. But now, can he take it down?
And Groggy finding the key upstairs in ice. And right next to a boatload of cash.
Oh yeah, 2,000 apiece. He'll be getting 4 once the red mage collapses.
That being said, the eye is still hitting the the black belt for 40 points, 50 points of damage, so it's a little hurty.
Well, now, if I see what I think I see in Katana +3, a thief with fighter strength, I think he's going to be your damage dealer if you don't find anything good for that fighter.
I think even if you do find something good for that fighter, it's probably going to be a good idea to keep that thief up once he becomes a ninja.
Yeah, I think Groggy is going to sit here for a bit.
Groggy going, hey, I've got a bunch of money. I'm going to go buy some fancy bracelets. And some not so fancy rings.
No, Dwight's leaving.
I am a little bit surprised by that, honestly.
I mean, with the black belt, when you find your grind, you have to take it because you never know if you're going to get another one.
I think it's because the eye was hitting him relatively hard.
Well, this red mage is in for a boatload of experience.
And suddenly the red mage is like, wait, I like these things.
I like what Dwight did here. Using the charge of warp to take the eye trap tile over the more dangerous slime one.
I cannot blame him on that. That slime tile, whilst it's great XP, if they get turn order, that's a dead red mage, and that would have been everything lost.
And Groggy is going to get the ship at a Canaria. I wonder how the king stuffed that ship in the box.
It's a build-your-own-ship kit. Like, you just have to assemble it yourself and, you know, hope you don't end up with any spare parts.
Like, I can see the ship being in the bottle, because, you know, there's ships in a bottle. Ooh, mages with glare. Oh, that's not good.
And heat, which, you know, I've seen worse things. And they're not letting him run.
A defense sword.
Ooh, King's got the goods.
And there's the shippy. Alright, so Groggy's gonna be able to get out of the inner sea now. He's got an Oxyale, he's got the rod. I mean, you could almost make an Earth play here.
Yeah, honestly, he has all the key items for the, yeah, he's got the chime, he's got the cube, he's got the Oxyale.
He's just short to loot for Go mode at this point.
Yeah.
Or a piano, or a drum, or whatever they have. I don't know if they got that fun flag on or not.
Looks like Fade and Cake, both at level 5.
Nope, looks like Groggy's gonna hit the Ordeal's waterfall play here. Can't say I blame him. You can leave Earth till later. It's only like a 5-minute dungeon anyway.
Yeah, once you get to the point where everything in there is just like, oh, how cute, I'm just gonna run over you all, and that includes you, Lich.
Alright, Dwight's got his key, some money from the katana. And yeah, all the money you're probably gonna need for this seed, since they already know where the key item is.
Taking the risk and fighting the cockatrices with the cremate. And looks like Groggy going for the waterfall play first.
He does have the Oxyale, so I mean, if that loot lands in the waterfall, oh, Saber Tiger's with Lightning 3. If that loot lands in the waterfall or sea, I mean, he's in Go mode right there.
Yeah.
But he's still going to have to check boxes because he needs a ribbon.
Yeah,
he needs some better armor. He probably wants a weapon for that fighter as well.
Yeah, though he's at least got some decent levels under his belt, so I could see him making a sea shrine play. It'd be a little early. I don't think he's got Brack or, Bane, but he could still make a run at it.
Looks like Dwight got his key out and is now going back in for his grind.
I don't disagree with that. It's, gets him 5% extra. 5% extra XP per fight. So, hey, additional 20 fight, or every 20 fights you get one free.
Yep, no, it's a good play here, but Groggy Dog is going to get the exploration advantage while this is going on. But Groggy's also going to find a few levels for that thief, too. You can't run from this.
I would take this tile, yeah.
You got Lightning 3 for days. But now Groggy's interested in that tail.
Getting some low rolls on those Lightning, or on the first Lightning 3 at least. If a robot hands you a bomb, what do you do with it?
Pop quiz, robot hands you a bomb.
Yeah.
What do you do?
And deciding to reset out of it. I guess he doesn't want to deal with that. Which, given how close he is to go mode, I can kind of understand that.
I mean, he warped. He wouldn't have reset that as TNT. You still need a loot. You can't let a fetch quest go.
I may have just missed that because I looked and was like, oh, okay, he's back out. And I thought I saw the flash of blue, but I could be misremembering.
I think our tracker would know better.
Yeah, he warped out. I blinked and I missed it.
And Dwight's on the grind. And we got Groggy heading into C, so... What do you think Dwight's going to go to? 32? 42?
I'm thinking probably 42.
I mean, in a situation, if he's two-manning it like this, yeah. Maybe 42. Or you might go 35, 36, because by the time you get to the end, you're probably going to hit 3 or 4 levels.
Yeah, especially given that, you never know when you're going to run into that robot chicken on the Bridge of Density. And yes, I know it's Destiny, but it always seems to be the Bridge of Density.
But now, look at it this way. Groggy's seen that eye tile. Groggy's got to be thinking, okay, if Dwight took a black belt, he's probably going to grind. So Groggy thinks he might have to step on the gas here a little bit.
Yeah, which it's never a bad idea to, to not dither. Don't do what I would do and like, oh, I'm going to check this chest. Oh, I'm just going to check this chest. Oh, I'm just going to check this chest. Why have I opened 200 chests?
I think there should be a race that you have to open every single chest in the game.
I could get behind that. It would be an interesting thing to watch.
Yeah, I agree, Sunflash. When I race, I don't think I've seen a plus sword yet, to be honest with you.
Well, and to be fair, I am a chronic overlooter. I'm like, oh, there's just one right over here. It's nice and easy to get to, and then I just end up going and like, oh, I've cleared the whole damn thing.
Alright, the black belt's 22, so he's pretty much going to be one shot in his eye now, I would think. Oh, yes.
Vorpal -2, and the tail for Groggy. Now he really wants to find that floater.
Oh, yeah, definitely, because he definitely wants to promote that thief. And come on, I do your job. Get rid of the red mage. I said do your job.
I don't see a red mage. I just see a black belt over there. I'm just gonna hit that thing. The eye's got really bad depth perception. They're in a line.
Well, he's got one big eye. I mean, come on.
Yeah, that's why he's got bad depth perception. Doesn't have stereoscopic vision.
Yeah, but if you only got one eye, you think it would work like 2 eyes would work. You know, you could see everything in your peripherals. But I digress, because this is video game logic.
Exactly, yeah.
Alright, looks like Groggy's going to give us our first fiend fight here. At
Let's
the
see how
37-minute mark. Alright, he's going to fast up that fighter. He's going to fight, and he's going to toss out some lightning 3s or life 2s. I don't know.
I think he's... yeah, there we go. He's tempering the fighter and then fasting the fighter as well.
Yeah, well, your fighter's got the big weapon right now. Your thief will, as soon as he class changes.
Yeah. Fighters swing big axe, and Kraken
Ooh.
does Kraken things and just lays into a back row person because that's what Kraken does.
And he's got sleep touch to boot. Not that he needs it, but...
That's just extra salt in the wound of a Kraken.
Meanwhile, Dwight is on the solo the solo black belt grind now, so... I'd say in about 5 to 10 minutes he's gonna have someone that's just gonna walk into Topher and Chaos is gonna feel the footsteps from above.
Yeah, Kraken hitting kind of hard, but Groggy is surviving thus far. And there down goes Kraken. First orb lit at about 39 minutes.
Yep, so Groggy's got C done. Still missing that loot. Meanwhile, Dwight's on the grind, so once Dwight gets to where he's going, he's just gonna be able to race through the rest of the game. He's gonna take Topher out of the equation now. Groggy's still gotta worry about Topher because he's not sure, like, he's not gonna have the one-punch capabilities. Unless he grinds that thief and a +3 katana, he might.
Yeah, that's very much true. A thief with fighter strength and a +3 katana, that's gonna hit like a truck. I mean, even at like mid-20s, that's gonna hit pretty hard.
Level 30 for Dwight. He's almost at 32, so we'll see what he does here. Looks like Groggy's going for Sky. I like this play. Can't say I blame him. He's up here. Might as well make it.
Yep. Just deciding to skip over ordeals and just go right for the dungeon that might have it, or might have the play for him.
Yeah, well, he can also take out the Fiend, so he's doing twofold in this dungeon here. And plus, you're only short the loot, so I mean, if Ordeals does have it, well, that's just bad luck.
And it looks like the Catmen have Glare as well.
Sabertooth with Lightning 3. Yeah, this is gonna be fun.
These are some angry, angry cats.
Seems like most of the enemies in this game are angry, but it looks like Dwight's done at 32. So he's gonna walk his black belt out now. Continue his progression of the game. Because he is also only short the loot for Go mode.
Yeah, and honestly, I can understand why Dwight would skip out on, or would stop at 32. Groggy is a pretty good competitor. I mean, he started it with the Duck Derby back in 2019 or so, according to his bio, and he's had a good amount of experience.
Yeah, I think I raced against him last year. I won, of course. Just joking.
I've heard of this winning thing.
Yeah, it's rare. I don't experience often, so when I do, I have to be happy about it.
That's a fair cop.
I would say Groggy's gonna do the greater than less than room. I like to skip this room. Ooh, the ribbon. Big pickup. He's got gold bracelets, he's got ribbons, I mean, he's... Pro rings, he's gonna be well equipped.
Yeah, I tend to not skip less than greater than just because it's, you know, it's 10 chests in a fairly close proximity. I mean, the walk to them is a little bit annoying. But
I usually skip it because if the item's up above, then, well, it's a room that you don't have to go, oh, ice -5, that's not good.
That stings to see. Then again, me also not skipping this room initially is another one of those reasons why winning is a strange and foreign concept to me.
No, you're doing fine in the tournament, are you?
Oh, I'm 0-2. I'm fully planning on racing to the bottom and ending at 0-3, probably.
Hey, as long as you're having fun, that's all that matters.
Yeah, and when I started this tournament, I went in with the thought of, I know I'm going to lose horribly. I'm here to learn.
There's no money on the line. There's no big thing if you win. It's just bragging rights a little bit, so...
Yeah, and the community has been great about it. I mean, I am part of the Ranklow pod. I have faced off and lost to Groggy Dog. I am planning on facing off and probably losing to Dwight this coming Thursday. But it's been enjoyable losses. And just overall, the community has been very welcoming and very fun.
So Dwight turned in his crystal. Got his... I can't remember. Bottle. Now he's going to go get his ship, and then he's going to be in the outer sea, and he's going to be catching up to Groggy pretty quickly. Did Groggy wipe out or something?
Yeah, it looks like something ate Groggy, and he's back in to pick up that ribbon and that other pro ring. And for some reason, that ice -5, because it's better than a stick.
I like to check those rooms, and if I have warp, I'll warp out and save, and keep what experience I got from the fights. Yeah. It's not that far a walk to get back there.
Yeah. And Melee Wizard pointing out that the cat jumped on him and then just stared at him until he died.
Alright, Dwight's got his ship. He's got a bottle, he's got a rod. Let's see what he decides to do here. He's probably going to hit the Ordeals play, I would imagine. Or he might go Waterfall Sky too. I'll have to see how he plays it.
A 32 black belt, I imagine he'll probably start with Waterfall and Sea, just because, proximity. They're both close together, just get them both knocked out.
Yeah, and he won't have much of a trouble punching out Kraken. There it is, Sky Floater. So it'll be interesting to see how long it takes Dwight to go to Sky here. But I mean, Groggy's got the tail now. He's going to have the airship. He's going to be able to promote. That's going to make that ninja a bad man.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised he actually didn't warp out immediately and go promote, but that's because that's something I would have done, and, well, don't do what Donnie Don't does.
But I do agree with Sunflash. That tower's coming down now, out of the sky.
No more magic floaty rock.
Alright, looks like he's not gonna check any of these chests. He might check these ones here, because he has warp. It would be easy enough to get out.
And I can't blame him for skipping the Sky 2 chests. They're not that close together. They're too far apart.
So now we have Dwight in Ordeals. Now, Groggy hasn't done Ordeal, so if the loot lands in here, this could be advantage to Dwight. Because how long is it going to be before Groggy decides, okay, I'm going to do Ordeals, right?
Yep. And looking at Groggy's armor set, you get a gold +3, and you get a gold +3.
Looks like Dwight's a little confused here on the Pillar Maze. Don't give nobody a Vorpal -2. You don't give anybody a Vorpal, period.
Vorpal -2. Well, it's a little bit better than a stick. Just barely.
It's a purple stick.
Groggy on the Bridge of Destiny. Let's see if he makes it or if he gets jumped by Warmack. Holy crap, a clean walkthrough.
You got a ninja with fighter strength and a katana +3. Who cares what your fighter swings?
Your fighter swings whatever, because he's just going to be there to be a meat shield for the ninja.
I think he's using the great axe at the moment.
Light +3, or light axe +3.
Hey, whatever does the job. Oh, Tiamat with damage poison.
The thief barely lives, but you know what? He still got the most important hit point, the last one.
Well, the Black Mage doesn't have it anymore, but down goes Tiamat, so that's 2 orbs split for Groggy.
Yeah. Now, Black Mage, it has enough levels to cast a few spells. That's really all that matters for it.
See, Groggy's a little bit ahead. Well, he's a lot ahead progression-wise here. But he's still going to have to level that fighter to that ninja to at least the mid-30s.
Maybe. I've done him with, 25 before in luck. Just a slab hiding in ordeals.
Yeah, now if Groggy ends up finding that loot before hitting ordeals, that would save him a chunk of time as well. But this slab could turn into our loot too, so.
Very much so. It's kind of hoping it doesn't, just because you kind of hate to see that.
Alright, looks like Dwight's going to do the waterfall ordeal on rack play now. So we know this ain't going to take him to the floater, but it's a play he's got to make, so.
You do what you gotta do.
Yeah, turn into TNT, hope that turn... You got the TNT and you got the bottle. Hope one of those turns into the loot.
Though I'm
And
relatively...
yeah. So
yeah,
you got 3 chances to get the loot. You
Yeah.
get the loot, you're in go mode, you don't have to loot another thing, just get your levels and go.
Yeah, I'm relatively certain, though, that Groggy would not be displeased to see the power bonk. Just as a safety measure.
Alright, what's he gonna check first? Nothing, I guess. Oh, we're gonna buy some level 6 magic.
Yeah. Gonna pick up that nuke. Gotta have some microwaves to toss around.
Yeah, nuke a non-elemental spell, so it is resisted by nothing.
Including your party members if the enemy's cast it at you.
Yeah, ribbons don't help against nuke and nuclear. Or swirl. Alright, let's see what this guy's holding on to. There it is! Go mode!
Yep, Sarda had the mandolin. So that means that, let's see, TNT could turn into either the ruby, the white shirt, or the power bonk. And, well, bottle's gonna turn into one of those 3 as well.
Yeah, if I was Groggy, I'd probably still check the bottle and the TNT, because they're quick checks. And if you manage to get the power bonk or the white shirt, you're gonna be in good shape. Meanwhile, Dwight picking up his TNT.
Yep. Picking up his explosive from the strange robot hiding in a waterfall. Because that's not suspicious at all.
Alright, Groggy is now gonna have a ninja online with a +3 katana.
Groggy's Moogles have all grown up. And JLo bringing up a good point in chat. Floater is required unless the TNT gives you the ruby.
Now you can equip that black shirt, but I think that gold Cheerio is way better.
Yeah, the only benefit of the black shirt would be that it's, well, you'd get time resistance. Which, that's a good thing. And ice resistance.
He's got a ribbon, so...
If he's wearing the ribbon, then never mind.
So it looks like Groggy is gonna go turn to TNT. Or maybe not. Yes, no, maybe so?
Yeah, he's gonna take the TNT through the fiery volcano and hope that it doesn't explode.
This is kind of a bad idea. Oh, he's checking the armory.
Groggy, you've already looted the armory. Oh. Okay, this makes sense.
Yeah, he wants to grind, and I think he thinks there's a tile in here to grind on.
Well, he's got the seafood party platter he could have ground on. But then he remembered, oh yeah, I don't want to have to deal with that.
Yeah, you don't want to grind on that party platter.
Not unless you really dislike yourself.
So Dwight's going to be coming up on his key item soon, because it was on the side with Kraken, I do believe.
Yes, it was. So the mermaids just remain in their little cells, living, hiding, trapped. I'm also a little surprised Groggy's not even going for the barely off the path greed checks in the on the Agama floor.
Well, Groggy really... Did Groggy get a ribbon?
He's got one ribbon at least, yeah.
Yeah, then he's probably going to want to loot a few more things.
Yeah, like his fighter is just swinging that axe right now. He's only got the one ribbon as far as I'm aware of. The moss is still out there somewhere.
But I mean, he's through Sky, he's through Sea. There's really nothing left for him to loot at this point.
Yeah, which is why there was just the greed chests on the Agama floor. I'm surprised he didn't go for. But he's going right for Carrie and just gonna take her down.
Yeah, he's gonna fast that thief. That thief's gonna do some serious work against Carrie here.
Turn order says, you get to swing a lot, Mr. Thief. 7 hits for 348. Not bad.
So now, though, he's gotta... I don't know. I don't quite know what the breakpoints would be for a thief with a +3 katana, but...
I would be lying if I said I knew those as well.
I'm sure someone in chat can point it out, but I think he's probably gonna want closer to 30 on that thief by the time he's done. Meanwhile, Dwight just punches Kraken into next week.
And Kraken has ceased to exist.
So now Dwight... See if he goes Sky here. He might be going to check that TNT out, too. And this could be a major red herring for him.
Yeah. Worst case scenario... Worst case scenario would honestly be... Actually, there's no real worst case scenario anymore. The TNT is either going to turn into the Ruby, which will get him the loot, or turn into the Power Bonk or the White Shirt, both of which will be very useful for Dwight in Topher.
Ooh, Mage's Outglare too.
There's a whole lot of things with a lot of really bad stairs that are in this seed.
Yeah, Dwight's going to check this TNT, so... If this doesn't turn... Well, this ain't going to turn to the floater, we know it, so... This is going to point him towards Sky here.
Yeah, I mean, I think the worst case scenario for Dwight would be this turning into the Ruby, him taking the Ruby and going to check Sarda just to find the loot, as opposed to finding, well, the floater, which is what he's probably really hoping for at this point.
Yeah, so level 29 would be 6 hits on that katana. That would be plenty for the thief. And there's the Ruby. So the floater is actually not required.
Nope, just real useful. Ooh, Opal Cheerio in that Dwarven Armory.
So Dwight's in go mode as well. He doesn't know it yet if he goes to check that Ruby, which I assume he will because he's close.
And Groggy just deciding that those mages look like candy and, beating on them a bit.
Now see, Groggy's grind here is going to be where Dwight's going to have time to catch up.
Yeah, though it looks like Groggy decided that he was done grinding.
No, he's probably going to check the grind tile here. There's 3 different grind tiles on floor 1 of Earth. There's the 2 in the... Oh, no, that's not what you want to see.
And that is the absolute worst grind tile ever. Worst ambush tile, period.
Dwight translating a slab, but once he goes and checks the Ruby, I have a feeling Dwight's not going to be checking any more chests, and he's just going to go mode the Fiends without the floater.
Yeah, it's about what I would expect at this point as well.
Because his grind's done. He's got good armor on that red mage right now. There's really nothing else he needs to loot once he gets the mandolin from here.
If you listen closely, you could actually hear those wolves going, "Nope, I'm running away!"
Yeah, the Phantom is actually on the trap tile in Topher.
Yeah, as a cruel, sick, and twisted joke by the devs, they put the last spike tile you run into in Topher as that horrible thing, which is worth garbage.
Alright, and Dwight has his go mode item. So now it's time to see what Dwight does. I have a feeling Dwight's not even going to loot anything. He's just going to play it without the airship. It's going to slow him down a little bit. But if he can get the Topher even with Groggy, he's going to have a better chance.
Yeah, and depending upon how Topher rolls, it could be bad news.
Yeah, Groggy's Topher dive right now. I mean, his Thief's got 200 and some HP. I mean, one good nuke takes that out, and there you go. There goes your best weapon.
Doesn't even have to be a good nuke. Could be a mediocre nuke, and that'll drop it.
So Groggy's still going to have to get some levels somewhere, and he's already been through Sea and Sky. That's where I like to do my best walking grinds, is Sea and Sky.
Yeah, because a lot of the monsters in both of those dungeons are full of XP and or candy.
Alright, looks like Dwight's going to go down and take out Lich, and meanwhile groggydog is taking out Lich to light his 4th orb.
And
Man, we don't have any Papa John's around here. We're only a small town. We only have local pizza shops.
And Lich doing Lich things, i.e. being barely a speed bump, Groggy is now officially in go mode with his 4th orb lit at about 59 minutes. Is he just going to run to Topher, or is he going to do anything else? Looks like he's running straight to Topher.
I wonder if he's just going to check the trap tiles here. No, he's actually going in. At the 59-minute mark. He didn't buy potions. His Thief is like, unless he's going to do a grind in here. Which I could see. This would not be a bad place to do a little bit of a grind.
Yeah. Yeah, no, in Topher, once again, a lot of the enemies are full of XP and or candy.
Unless he's going to track the trap tile down here. But to me, with these resources, he can't be, unless he's doing an info dive, because he can't be going for a real dive.
Yeah, well, who knows? I've seen info dives that have somehow turned out to be a real dive and a successful dive, so he could be going. Could be going with that.
Only level 20. I mean, one good nuke or nuclear is going to take that out. He could get through. Who knows? But something about this tells me I think he's just here to check the trap tile.
Yeah. And whilst the Thief dropped, at least he has Life 2 to bring things back up.
Yeah, I would say he's almost looking for a trap tile here. Or maybe he just wants to do a bit of a walking grind in Topher, which I can't blame him.
Yeah, pop on out, drop a house. Maybe go pick up some more healing potions, because you've only got 34 of them, Groggy.
Meanwhile, Dwight's about to beat the dust out of this carpet here. Well, he exploded that for his 2nd orb lit.
Lich suddenly turned into a pile of dust.
It's gonna be interesting to see what Groggy's gonna do here. Maybe he figures he can make it through on these levels.
But he is choosing not to validate the seed and leaving those 2 chests.
Yeah, I didn't see his heal pot situation, but I don't think it's that good.
34 heal pots going into Topher.
I mean, he's got healing on that red mage a little bit. He's got heal 3, but I don't know.
Well, he has the best out of combat heal spell, Life 2.
Well, Dwight doesn't got the airship, so Dwight's gonna be a while sailing. So I would say Groggy's got at least a couple of wipes before Dwight catches up at this point.
Yeah. He's got himself a little bit of a safety cushion by finding the floater when he did, basically.
I'm still gonna have a hard time figuring how Groggy's gonna get through Kraken 2 and Tiamat 2, though.
Hope and a prayer?
Oh, that's a fight you gotta take.
That is
or maybe not.
It's only heat. They're only hitting for 20 to 40 damage. Well, there comes the Fire 3, toasting up those Germadeuces.
Looks like Dwight's heading for Volcano at the moment here.
roasted Gurmedusas. It's what a growing adventurer needs.
Alright, he's got some heal 3, and we're gonna get a look at Lich 2. That thief with 220 HP. Oh, it's not looking good.
5 hits for 392 on
Is this
Lich.
fighter still swinging that light axe?
It is. Hit the Lich for 4 hits with 294 points of damage, proving once again that Lich 2 is just a speed bump.
This is going to be a hero dive if he somehow makes it through.
I know, right?
I think it's all going to come to a halt here, though.
I don't know. I think he'll get through carry, but I have concerns when it comes to Kraken 2.
Although carry didn't hit the fighter that hard, so...
Carry 2 down. Wow. He's making it pretty far. It looks like Thief has a maximum of 339 HP, which, if he bothers to heal the Thief up fully, it could take a low roll nuke.
I don't know, he's got a chance. But it all depends on Kraken. Kraken can easily kill any one of his guys in one shot right now. Except for the fighter, probably.
Yeah. And Dwight making that run down through the Agma floor, and as expected, just going treasure chests. No, I don't need those.
Yeah, no, he's just gonna clean out Sky, and then he's gonna go right to Topher, so... But, if Groggy can make it through somehow...
Gershark and Big Eyes going, hey, you want a little bit more XP before you get to the boss?
I mean, his Black Mage and his Thief are a nuke away from bye-bye. Alright, Kraken, what do you got?
Let's see what Kraken 2 does, because as we all know, Kraken 2 Cure 4 right out the gate.
Well, that's good to see. You know, TMS, Chaos ain't gonna have that, but I think he should be relying on his Thief for damage over his fighter at this point.
Yeah, though the fighter at least has the defense sword to keep himself from getting mauled. Fire 3 out of Kraken, and whilst it hit the Black Mage for a pretty decent amount, everything else was kind of middling.
I mean, the Thief's hitting pretty good. 10 hits, 350, and he's only got a fast on him.
Alright, fighter swings, 4 hits, 171. Nuke coming out. Warming up that Kraken in the microwave for 152 points of damage, and Kraken 2 is down. Kraken 2 seems to have low rolled on the HP this time.
Yeah, this is pretty easy to over so far.
I am surprised by that.
There hasn't been too much to put him in any danger. I mean, he's closing in on level 30.
Yeah, and he's not even bothering to heal the Black Mage before he runs into Tiamat. He's just like, you know what, screw this. I'm just going to roll. If the Black Mage dies, I'll just revive it.
Tiamat's going to roll high defense, though.
More fast and tempers for the fighter. Ninja hits 6 hits for 231. 4 hits for 25 points of damage from the fighter before, because fighter ended up just going before the temper landed.
Yeah, he just got to avoid a nuke.
Yep.
Or a nuclear. Because he can get it done with that Thief.
Tiamat deciding the fighter is too fast, not really getting to land that, though.
Well, these fees are just pushovers at this point.
Yeah. Tia's barely even attacking, not tossing out any mean spells. Just letting that Thief keep smacking her. Yep, and there goes Tia.
Wow, what an easy Topher.
I know, right? This is not as mean of a Topher as I've come to expect from these flags.
So now he's just going to get through Chaos. And we know Cure 4 is out of the pool. But we haven't seen any nukes, we haven't seen any nuclears, we haven't seen anything else that's been bad, so... Chaos could be packing everything.
Yeah, groggydog rearranging his party so the ablative meat shield / buff bots are up front.
Alright, he's gonna fast the Thief and the Fighter. Defense sword up. That's all he can do. That Black Mage can die very quickly, and he doesn't care at this point.
Chaos coming out with a Quad X, hitting the Fighter and going... Fighter just laughing it off.
Oh, it looks like Chaos has got some evade on him.
Yeah. And Black Mage down to a 300-point hit damage or hit from Chaos.
Although 500, 396, if he gets crits with that katana, he's gonna be laughing.
Ooh, Ice 2 coming out, hitting the Thief a little bit, but not doing much to that Fighter. That Thief is...
Ouch.
Okay.
He did, like, barely any hits here. If he doesn't get any crits, he's gonna be in trouble.
Yeah.
But there's some
535.
crits.
Yeah, 6 hits for 535. Lightning or Light 3 for 35 points of damage. Yeah, Red Mage has been relegated back to going to heal.
Well, if he comes out with a nuke now, and that Thief goes down, he's in trouble.
Yeah, because that Fighter swinging that axe, not hitting that much. Lock would have been a real nice thing to see here, but didn't see it.
Yeah, everything's running on that Thief's shoulders right now.
Yeah, free turn out of Chaos there, trying to stun the Red Mage.
Dwight with a Warmack takes out his Red Mage, and the Black Belt misses with the punch.
Oh, well, there's one of the nukes out of the pool, because Warmack had one.
Looks like Groggy is just chipping away here at Chaos.
Yep.
That Thief's got to stay alive, though. Thief's doing the only damage. There it goes. Get your GGs out in the chat.
Yeah. Looks like Groggy Dog finishing first with an official race time.gg time of 1 hour, 9 minutes, and 51 seconds.
Wow, that Topher was just super nice.
That was very much a very tame Topher. It's odd to see, so shall we say.
Yeah, we didn't see any nukes, didn't see any nuclears, didn't see swirl, didn't see nothing bad. The worst thing he's seen was Cure 4 on Kraken, and he hit it first round.
Yeah, so Kraken was just like, oh no, I might get hurt. Cure 4. Wait a minute.
So yeah, Dwight's going to have no issue getting through when he gets there. Yeah, that Topher was super, super easy.
Now, that being said, let's see what happens with Topher, because maybe Groggy just got real lucky and avoided the Topher things.
But credit to Groggy Dog for going at it.
Very much so. He took the risk and it paid off for him. And it looks like Groggy Dog is ready for the interview. And we're going to be pulling him in here. And we have Groggy Dog joining us in the booth here. GG's, Groggy. That was a very well played match.
Thank you very much. Just want to say up front, first thing, didn't get to show it on the stream, but lives matter. I know it's a big emotional day for a lot of people, so I hope you're getting some rest tuning into this. But yeah, it was a couple unlucky spots, but I think for the most part, really lucky. First and foremost, I was so glad to find Floater in Sky, not because I thought we really needed it at that, but because I knew that if it wasn't Floater, I was going to have to go find the Floater to promote, or I was going to have to go get... I was listening to some of the commentary going in, and I think this was the lowest level I would want to go into Topher, but, I've run so many practice seeds and had so much trouble finding out a party that worked for me. And then I kind of stumbled into a strategy of keeping the Thief alive as long as possible as a backup in case I don't find a good sword for the fighter, because I'm much more likely to find a good katana. And, that's exactly what happened. Glad I kept him up. And so I knew I could go with some lower levels because we were just so beefy. We didn't have White Shirt and Viz 2, but we had so many other options, including that defense sword. So definitely, got a couple good kills, probably skipped over the nuke on maybe Carry or Lich. Saw the one go off on Warmack. But, it was a risky move, and I'm glad that paid off.
Yeah, well, there is no reward without the risk.
Yeah, Topher was pretty tame. We didn't see anything bad. I mean, Kraken had Cure 4, but he pulled it out first round.
Sorry, say that one more time. I cut out for 1 second.
Oh, I said Topher was pretty tame. I mean, we seen Cure 4. That was it. I don't think we've seen a single nuke or nuclear out of any of the Fiends.
I think that's just like karmic balancing for the triple, like the double nuclear and nuke chaos that I had in my race against you. That was a brutal Topher that took like an hour and 40 minutes for me to finish, and 40 minutes of that was Topher. So yeah, I think this was just sort of the great balancing.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is one of the more tame Tophers I've seen from a lot of these races.
Yeah, the big danger was the Red Mage going down for sure, but I felt more confident with the Ribbon and the Gold 4, Gold 3. I can't remember. But I had a lot of. I had enough defense that I felt confident. I got kind of lucky that the hit from Tiamat didn't outright kill him. Probably should have stocked up on potions and learned Life 2 before I made the dive, but some of that stuff is just, I'm always gonna have super big anxiety and nerves going into big races like this, so I kind of just have to deal with a certain amount of misplays and less than perfect strategy. But I'm just glad that I had like the baseline high lich to do it tonight.
Well, Lich had Blaze.
Well, that's a thing we didn't see there. So I have to wonder, Groggy, why did you stick with the fighter doing the main damage when you had that lovely Katana +3 on that ninja?
Mostly just mismenus.
That's a fair cop then.
I think on like Tiamat, or Tiamat or Kraken, one of the two. I only fasted one of them for a turn, and it was the wrong one.
Carrie had Zap.
Yeah, and zapped Dwight's red mage into the 4th dimension.
And Dwight didn't loot chests, so Dwight doesn't have that defense sword either for his black belt at this point in time. Because he go-moded all of Sky, because he got the loot with the Ruby. He didn't need the airship.
Yep.
Yeah.
And,
yeah, where was the Ruby ordeals?
The Ruby came from the TNT.
Okay, yeah. I very nearly forgot to check Stardust, so I was very glad that I got the airship. I felt honestly like, given how wonky that start was and how long it took just to walk around the Inner Sea, I feel really glad to have finished under an hour 10. That feels like a small miracle. It felt like such a slow start just getting out.
Yeah, that was a really weird route around the Inner Sea y'all had to take, because just going back and forth by foot. Ugh.
Yeah, I mean, I did full circle. What, once, twice?
And Dwight didn't buy heal pots either. Dwight's got 8 heal pots left, and his black belt's got 358 hit points to finish this thing.
Oh, this isn't good looking.
Because his red mage is down. So I think Dwight's in a bit of trouble here.
This is his 3rd seafood party platter he's run into on the water floor. I hurt for Dwight right now.
If he was going into like chaos with this, it might be okay, but
Dwight wiping out.
They'll do it.
And it looks like Dwight has decided to forfeit, having seen that Groggy finished up already. So
yeah, GG's Dwight. I know he's a really good runner, and I know that he's especially a really good runner at hard stuff. There's a reason that he's so well respected in the Iron Gull community.
Yeah.
So I was nervous with how this kind of started off. I thought the seed would advantage him, and
Yeah. So get your GGs out in chat for Dwight. He may have forfeited, but he put up a heck of a good race. We're checking to see if Dwight wants to come on in for an interview right now. Waiting to hear back.
No, it was definitely a well-run race, Groggy. You took your chances, and you saw your shot, and you took it, so there's nothing wrong with the way this seed went for you.
And we are now joined in the booth with Dwight. GG's, Dwight.
Yeah, thanks to the GG's, folks. Good run, Groggy. It was a weird one at the start, man.
Yeah, it was.
I struggled to get going for a while, and
did you do ice early, or did you save ice till last?
I did ice fairly early because that's where I found my grind. That's where I found my grind right away.
Yeah, I took that to about like 15 or 16, and then bailed because I didn't want to like burn all my resources. I would have only gotten another level or two, I think, based on the that I had left. But there was not another good grind in the game, so it was either the eye or the metal slimes.
Yeah, I took that grind all the way to 32.
Yeah,
and then because I was doing 2-man red mage black belt. And yeah, I didn't go to Sky for a while, and apparently that was my problem.
Yeah, Floater was hiding away on Sky too, though Floater was not required. It was just, well, definitively useful.
Yeah, very useful for fighter comp.
Yeah, it was well hidden. Let's just say that.
Yeah, I think I was really nervous. As soon as I got out of the inner C, I headed to Waterfall and then C, and I was so nervous that C was going to... But, you know, luckily I think I was running a Great Axe at the time, or Light Axe, I forget, one of the two. I wasn't running anything worthwhile, though, and I didn't have any good spells that could deal with Kraken, so it was scary.
Yeah, I quit opening boxes pretty early, and that was kind of my strat going in. I didn't want to open a lot of boxes. I wanted to wait till I got the key item and figured I could pick up some time on you in that manner. Not finding the floater did not did not help me in that endeavor. But
yeah, as soon as I found the floater, I stopped checking boxes. I checked a couple more in Sky, but that was pretty much it. I checked the spike tiles in Earth as I was going through. Didn't really bother with Volcano. I had forgotten which. I thought there was a good grind tile in Volcano, but I was mixing that up with the seed I ran yesterday. So I looked at it and then just reset out because I was like, no, that's garbage.
Yeah, you stepped on the seafood party platter trap tile, and I was like, okay, maybe he's gonna try and get some stuff out of there. And then you reset, and I was like, nope, he has remembered that the seafood party platter, not so much.
Well, yeah, you'd think I'd remember considering that I wiped on it the first time I tried to get out of the armory. Accidentally stepped back onto it after successfully running away, and then wiped and had to redo armory.
Yeah. However, sorry, my brain just kind of tried to shut off on me there. This was a very good race between the two of you, though. I mean, I've already had my butt kicked by Groggy. I'm gonna get my butt kicked by Dwight on Thursday. So that's I'm looking forward to it though, because chaos race.
Hey, Rando's gonna Rando, man. Hey, you can get there. I mean, things happen, and it was a good run, and things didn't go my way, but that's all right. I'll be rooting for Groggy in the bracket round, and that'll be fun.
Yeah, I'll be rooting for you in the play-in race. Yeah, I mean, like, I think for you, like, that's like I mean, even if you do go 0-3, like it's been fun to watch you get better, and like. If you're going to do the Duck Derby, I think you're going to use this as sort of a crucible and really bounce into there with a lot of experience. That'll be helpful. Clearly, you've got a lot of good game knowledge just listening to you talk. So don't get down on yourself either. And of course, Canuck, I think you were the only person to beat me in Swiss last year. So I'll always have a mild rivalry with you.
I believe I was. I think it was week 2 I beat you in or something.
Yeah, that was a good race. But yeah, it was all good all around. Appreciate everybody. I'm not sure who's tracking.
That just goes to show you that anybody can beat anybody.
Yeah.
That is correct. Anyone can beat anyone.
Well, our pod, me, Sar, and Pleb are all 1-1. I beat Pleb, Sar beat me, and Pleb beat Sar. So it's like, where do you go from here?
That's why the game is great.
Well, I guess we can move on to final thoughts here. Groggy, our winner, you have any final thoughts about the seed?
Again, just feeling lucky that the kind of karma shifted back in my favor for this one. Had a pretty abysmal practice week last week, so just want to shout out to the community that is always awesome and very supportive, and thanks to everyone.
And Dwight, you are 1-1 now, I believe, correct? So
nope, I am 0-2. I am 0-2.
Oh, are you?
Both. Yep.
So, you and Hate are going to be in a big match coming up.
Yep, we have a big match. Find out who gets a win out of the pod.
Racy to the bottom.
My final thought on this run is, dude, where's my floater?
A very apt thought, I would think.
All right, well, for me, I have nothing. Just GG to both of you. It was a well-run race, and good luck going forward to Groggy and to Dwight as well. And I will let my co-commentator Hate take us away.
I will try not to flub this. So once again, thank you all for watching the race. Thanks Groggy and Dwight for letting us present this. Thanks to the Hangry Canuck for, well, taking the lead on comms on this one. Thanks to Melee Wizard for tracking this stuff so we could actually remember where things came from. And, excuse me, thank you to Sunflash Rune for being the restreamer. And, well, thanks to Randomania for letting us use their channel for a while. If you are interested in what you've seen here tonight, come join us on the Discord. As I mentioned earlier, the community is very open, very friendly, and very welcoming. And if you're brand new to it, or new enough, there's going to be a new Duckling Boot Camp coming up, I believe, in May to help get new runners off the ground. Yeah, so with that, I would bid you all good night and good game.